gonna try not to bum. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Happy to be here on this beautiful, warm December day. We have a good Christmas. Did it even feel like Christmas for anybody? No? Yeah. It's losing its magic. Christmas Eve, I went to Barton and got my tits out, so that was pretty great. Yeah. Yeah, tits out at Barton on Christmas Eve. I also celebrated my second brown Christmas. I know you're wondering, what's a brown Christmas? That's when one of the animals in your house shits on the floor and the Roomba gets it. Yeah. I don't know how that's a tradition that repeated itself this year, but, you know. I'm personally just ready for the year to end. It's been a tough one. I think we all can agree 2025 was not kind. How are we all doing financially? Not good. Not good. Dog shit. Yeah. Same.
Selling drugs.
What?
Still selling drugs.
Still selling drugs. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody finance a burrito this year? Anybody get that bad? No. Anybody finance groceries this year? I financed groceries a couple times this year. I'm not ashamed. I financed way too much shit at Walmart and store that a firm will no longer let me do in-store purchases. And I also stopped paying on 3 credit cards this year. Back in May, I just said, fuck it. They're not my only credit cards, but they're 2 of the worst creditors out there. So I said, fuck it. It's not even $2,000. What's it gonna do? These motherfuckers are relentless calling for their money. First, it just started with Texas numbers and Arkansas numbers because I'm from Arkansas and I have an Arkansas number. But then they were calling from random numbers: New Jersey, South Dakota, New Mexico, Tennessee, Louisiana, like just random. Kind of desperate, if you ask me. Actually, I think I finally got the notification today that some of the debt got rolled over to collections. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh, Mariah, your credit. Fuck my credit. Fuck my credit. Credit didn't even exist until the 80s, guys. It's just another concept that crusty old white men have to push capitalism and consumerism. I say that my life goals are bankruptcy by 40, fleeing the country, and if things don't look up after I flee the country, assisted suicide by 70 if I make it that far. It's a little bleak, but you know. I don't even think you're really an American if you don't have anything that's ever been sent to collections. Yeah. Just, you know, the American dream. Right now, I think the only way my finances can substantially improve is if I get hit by a Waymo. A girl can dream. There's a lot of them on the roads now. I was driving here and was encased in 3 of them in traffic on Lamar. It's always a great feeling. So this year I tried to find ways to make extra money. Started selling some random stuff I had laying around on Facebook Marketplace. And that was weird, kind of awful. I'm not just talking about lowballers, because I will absolutely verbally destroy a lowballer. But just the people are weird. They ask stupid questions. I was selling a pair of dog grooming clippers on Marketplace, and a woman asked me if they could be used on people. Listen, lady, I don't care what you use them on. Use them on your pussy for all I care. No returns, pick up in South Austin. I did consider going back to OnlyFans, and then I realized that it's way more work than I'm willing to put into anything. I'm also lacking of all kind of video editing skills, so it's just really shitty amateur videos that I put out, and it's just not something I want out. The internet is forever, guys. It really is. I mean, the OnlyFans is still active. I'm just not putting out any new content, which means sometimes I will get like a random tip, or somebody will purchase a video that I have out, and sometimes I just get to randomly cash out $28. Yeah, I did that a couple weeks ago, cashed out $28. It's like, thank you, perverts. Thank you for that. I also came up with this business idea, booby therapy. That's when I let you play with my tits, $1 a minute, $2 if you don't want me to talk. I think that might be my 2026 business venture goals, but didn't get that off the ground this year. I did start dog sitting, and that really is where my bread and butter side hustle came in. And it works for me in two ways. I get to make extra money, and I get to take baths in other people's homes. Back in May, I moved into a house where there's no bathtubs at all, and it's been absolutely devastating. I tried for a while to date for bathtubs, and it worked. I got access to 2 different bathtubs this summer, but it's a lot more work. I'm still down. If anybody has a bathtub they'd let me use, I'll let you keep the bath water. You can do whatever with it. The only thing that was worse than my finances this year was dating. Anybody date this year? Boo. Yeah. It's been a very rough year for dating. I've been single 12 years, and 2025 is really one of the worst years I've ever seen for dating. I started to think, what if dating apps did an end-of-year wrap like Spotify and YouTube does? What would that look like? I think they don't do it because it would put their users on suicide watch. But I think if they did do dating wrapped, mine would look a little something like this. 463 matches, only 12 of them made it off of the app. Nothing came of any of it. 17 dick pics, 6 of them unsolicited, 1 of them looked like a thumb. Had less than 10 sexual partners, but 14 orgasms, so we're still, the numbers are good there. 0 STDs, 0 pregnancy scares. My tubes are tied, so pregnancy is pretty hard over here. 66 men told you how great your tits are. Made one 28-year-old come in under 8 minutes. Still got it. One man ended things by telling you that he had lost all romantic and sexual interest in you, so basically that means my ego is unbreakable at this point. Which is both terrible and great at the same time. On your birthday, you drove an hour one way during generational rain and flooding to get the best lay of the year, only for him to cry to you about his fiance 3 days later. Ex-fiance. Swiped the wrong direction 45 times. Attempted to organically meet people 4 times and fell flat on your face 5 times. Stop telling your single friends to meet people organically. That shit doesn't work. We're all horrible people out in public. Talked to one guy for 3 weeks before he told you that he was E&M and in a relationship. Matched with 8 foot fetish guys, didn't get a single free foot rub this year. Y'all are our talk. You let a man living out of an RV use you for your shower and sexual favors that were unreciprocated. But I did give a blowjob to completion this year, which was a pretty big accomplishment to me because I'm just not a blowjob girl. There's some girls that really have their heart in it. That's not me. I see it as an actual job. And I do not dream of labor. I'm about 3 to 5 minutes in, I get bored. I'm looking for you to collaborate with me, use some hands, really put the effort in. We can do this together, see it to the end. Spent 775 minutes waiting for a miracle to happen. You uninstalled and reinstalled Tinder 16 times. Lost out on thousands of dollars of billable sex work just to feel a shred of human connection and affection. So that would be my wraps. And then the very end would be like, you're single, but don't worry, because there's still thousands of polyamorous and ethically non-monogamous dudes that want to date you. They just you won't be their first choice, just like you weren't your parents' first choice either. I've been Mariah Knopf. Thank you guys. Thank you, Tiniest.